Hi guys, what gives us the compelling notion that we need to save something? How about save the planet, save your soul, save this, save that? We have this saving notion that comes from a savior notion, especially with religious attitudes about our savior. They'll save us, our savior's coming. Now, if you only knew that the savior, the only savior you ever have, ever will need, lies within you and your connection to your higher self. That's your savior. But let's just talk about the logicalness of, there's my new word, the logicalness of saving things and saving people. We tend to think we need to save our children from hurt and despair, right? So as a mother, I strictly speak from a mother of having 5 children, raising them on my own. I tried my hardest to save them from heartache and hurt. I made sure they were safe. If they were climbing a tree, I was there to catch them if they fell. If they were learning to ride a bike, I made sure they had knee pads or they had training wheels so they were sure they could ride on their own. And that was part of my intrinsic value of saying, this is my responsibility to keep my children safe. So what happens is, and that's fine, as young children, they need to know safety. They need to know boundaries. They need to know what happens when they fall down or touch a hot stove. But there comes a point in time of the savior mentality when we need to let go and let our children learn their own lessons. And that is one of the hardest things females have, the hardest thing, and some males as well. Males do it a little more better than we do about letting go. And the savior effect, remember the jump to saving the planet. What are we saving the planet from? From annihilation? Listen, folks, this planet is a living organism. It will not annihilate itself. We will not be able to annihilate it before we annihilate ourselves. The planet is self-healing, just as your body is self-healing. Your body is an intuitive machine that knows how to heal itself. Given the right circumstances, in the right environment, your body will heal. So what else are we saving? Well, nowadays people are saying we need to save ourselves. We need to wake people up. I have to go help them. I have to wake them up. I have to save them from themselves, and I have to save them from the evil that's on this planet. So we take the whole savior mentality and we sort of split it up into categories about who we need to save, how we need to save, when we need to save. And we become about helping everything and everybody else ever before we stop and say, I am the most important person in this equation here. My job, my role coming to this planet is not to save anything but myself, to heal those layers and triggers and layers of generational programming of crap. That's my job, to save myself. And in saving yourself, there produces a ripple effect, because as you learn to look after yourself, save yourself, so to speak, rescue yourself, those around you see a change. Those around you feel the resonance of that. Those around you pick up the frequency of that. As children, they watch and they learn. They don't listen to what we say. Do children listen to what we say? Nah. They watch what we do, and then they emulate that. So this savior mentality, have a look at it within yourselves, and you're going to see it's a multitude of layers that have been impregnated in you from the day you were conceived and before, with generationals. And have a look at how you can start to let that go. I can help you do that. Check me out. I know how to do that. I am so experienced in that. I have been doing that for over 30 years for myself and others. And it is the most freeing thing when you can finally lay to rest that your job is not to free and save anybody in the world or anything but yourself. It gives you a sense of sovereignty and empowerment. And that's what I'm here to help you do. Bye for now, guys. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. Make sure if there's a link to sign up for the newsletter, because I give out juicy tidbits of hints and tips for a healthy, well-balanced life. Bye for now, everybody.